Across the world, communist totalitarianism is responsible for some of the worst crimes in human history. These crimes are real and they are still occurring today. Let us not forget that many European states still continue to suffer the consequences of the communist totalitarianism. Murder, terror and oppression, communities destroyed, families torn apart, no basic freedoms. These are but some of the deepest traumas left upon us. My granduncle, Pater Mikuláš Lexmann, died in a communist labor camp for priests before he was saving lives of Jews during the World War II. My other family members were forced to work in mines as a forced labor. And I grew up in a society unable to exercise the very same liberties which we take today for granted. As countless millions across Europe, and indeed the world, longed for freedom, so do the people of Hong Kong today. As President Ronald Reagan said, in the communist world, man's instinctive desire for freedom and self-determination suffers again and again. The people of Hong Kong prize their freedoms and liberties, and I admire their boldness and determination. They cherish the high degree of autonomy which just 24 years ago the Chinese Communist Party has pledged to uphold. The CCP has reneged on the promises to the people of Hong Kong, and it has reneged on its international obligations. Across mainland China and now in Hong Kong, it has imposed a cruel regime which is growing more oppressive every day. The UK Conservative Party Human Rights Commission, in their latest report on the human rights situation in China, noted that the darkness deepens. The CCP is engaging in the worst human rights abuses since the Tiananmen Square massacre. The free world cannot stand by. And so, on the century of the Chinese Communist Party, in words and in deeds, let us send a strong message that we stand with the people of Hong Kong. We stand with all victims of CCP terror and oppression, and then with free, loving people everywhere. We cannot remain silent or to pretend that what is happening in Hong Kong or across mainland China does not concern us. Today, in the interconnected world, we have a moral obligation to do our utmost for the people across the world, and at least that make them free and make them free to determine their own destiny. Thank you.